Hey, so we're heading out to Elk Island today for a camping trip. We're going from today until tomorrow, that's all. I'm just testing out some backpacking stuff today, but this is also going to serve as like a precursor practice video for some later backpacking adventures this year. So I guess I'll update once I'm out there. So we're officially in the park. I'm currently on the bison loop. Usually there's stuff. I'll take you guys outside, but I don't see anything right now, which is unfortunate, but let's take a little walkie poo and oh, there's some geese and that's about all. There we go. Usually there's bison out there, but there's a big old nothing right now. So that's cool. Sometimes they're over here too and there's nothing. I know it is calving season right now, so they're probably out smashing or something. I don't know, but they don't seem to be out right now. So I guess we will continue to the campsite then. If I was smart, I would have suction cupped the GoPro to the windshield so that you guys could see what I'm seeing, but that's okay. Enjoy the view of me driving, I guess. Hopefully there'll be some buffalo further up the road. They can roam free within the park gates. There's a Texas gate as soon as you get into the park, like just past the actual park gates themselves, and they can't cross the Texas gate, but they can wander freely everywhere else. The next place where there's a Texas gate is the Stoughton area, lake area, and that's where the campgrounds are, so they can't wander into the campgrounds, at least not the front country. They can wander into the back country, which is pretty cool. I did Oster Lake, which is the backcountry site, last year, and I was really hoping to see bison, and I took like the long way around like what is it, Simon and Paul Lake and everything like that, like an 8-kilometer walk in, and I didn't see anything. So sometimes they will wait outside your tent, like when you wake up in the morning, so you have to wait for them to clear before you can leave. But again, I saw nothing, and it's a big huge open field, so I don't know. I'm doing Oster Lake again in July this year, so maybe that'll happen, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, so we're up at Stoughton Lake right now. I just need to go get my registration, or I need to register for the campsite. Obviously it's all paid for and everything, but you gotta, let them know that you're here and everything. Okay, so we are all checked in. We have firewood. Now we just have to go to the actual campsite itself. I'm staying in campsite 12, so I guess you guys will see what that looks like. I've only ever done backcountry camping here, not front country, so I don't know anything about these sites, but I think it's gonna be fun. I guess I should say the reason why I am doing front country instead of backcountry today. It is because I need to test out the seam sealing on my tent, and I want to test my upgraded sleep system. I got a new sleeping pad earlier this year, and I haven't spent a night on it yet. So I want to see how that does. It's supposed to get down to 8 today. Feels like 6. So it shouldn't be, it's not like too cold, but like I definitely slept in about 8 last year when I was in Kananaskis at a point backcountry, and I woke up freezing. Essentially, I woke up like literally shivering. So I got a better pad this year. I went from the Climate Static V to the Static V insulated, or the V Light insulated, whatever, the one that was like right around a pound or just under a pound, that originally said it was an R value of 4.4, and then it actually turned out it was an R value of 1.9, which is not warm enough for the Rockies, 100%. So I upgraded to the Thermarest X-Lite, like Neo Air X-Lite, which is definitely going to be a better option because it is an R value of 5.4. Just gonna back into my spot here. I hope it's not too crazy loud or anything. That's okay, I'll show you guys what I mean. So here's site 12. We're right on the corner, so unfortunately anyone who drives in has to come around me, which is kind of loud. But we got a little fire pit. The Soul's parked. That's me. It's reserved for me. So yeah, it'll be good, I think. I'm used to having the picnic table next to the fire pit though, so that's interesting, but we'll see what happens. I moved the car over a little bit because I don't want to accidentally, you know, get ashes and flames and stuff on the paint. And I filled this up with some water, which is pretty cool, so we have water on tap. Don't want to waste that though. And yeah, so I guess I can start setting up my tent and then make a fire. Okay, so I have the tent all set up. I've only set it up like literally once before, so we will see how this goes. This definitely set up better than it did last time. So we'll do a quick walk around. This is the Lanshan 1 Pro. So this is a one-person tent. And it is a single wall. Okay, so let's quickly go over what's actually in the tent. First, we have the Goal Zero Crush Light Chroma outside of the tent, and that will go in the tent later. I like having a light outside of my headlight, or outside of my headlamp, sorry, so I always take that. So inside, we have the Neo Air X-Lite, the women's version, like I said. We have a new pillow. It's the Hikenture. I'm not sure what pillow in particular, but I wanted to try a new pillow. I'm pretty sure everyone essentially, all beginner backpackers have the Trekology pillow, and I do have that with me as well. I've used that for the past couple of years, but I don't know, I want to try something new, just to see. And this is nice and like quilted. And then I have my quilt. This is the Hoffman Outdoor Gear Supply. I believe it's the Smores top quilt, and this is synthetic. It has 6-ounce Climb Shield Apex. I do not partake in animal products, so all my stuff is automatically synthetic. I don't use down or wool or anything like that, but it is what it is. Yeah, so that's about all. I think I'm gonna start up the fire and then just kind of chillax because I can. Well, I'm trying super hard to start the fire, but I was stupid and I didn't bring a lighter. I thought I had a lighter in the back of the car, but I did not. So we're stuck with a fire steel, which is fine. People have used that for a really long time, of course, but like, I don't have much experience making a fire, so. Oh, we got a little bit. Whoa, that's pretty neat. We're making a little bit of a sausage pasta situation. So I just cleaned up the mushrooms. I'm going to try and do it over the fire. If not, I do have the one burner camp stove, but obviously I'm gonna want to do this over the fire because I just spent so long starting the fire. Literally like an hour. But I got it done, so I guess I can start a fire. It just takes like 8 years. I mean, regularly when I'm backpacking, it does not involve fire at all, so terrible for someone who's never started a fire by themselves before. Okay, so we got a bunch of mushrooms. I need to cut up an onion. I washed off the onion, I cut it down and everything before I washed it off. I am a big stickler for washing everything that can be washed, essentially, before putting it into recipes, so I have some issues with food and feeling like it's unclean, so it's probably way too much onion, but that's okay. I like onions. Also, I'm trying to keep nice and quiet because there's other people around doing their thing. I don't want to bug them. Okay, next thing I think would be sausages. I'm doing the Beyond Meat. Let's just grab one. Again, I don't partake in animal products at all, so you can tell it doesn't quite behave like normal meat, but that's okay. Okay, I'm going to do these first, and then I'm going to do this. Ooh, this is hot. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this in the bowl and then we can start on the pasta. Ooh. Now we're gonna wait for this to boil and then we'll put some bow ties in. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to open up some bread for some garlic bread. And I made up some garlic butter before I came, so there's some garlic butter on that. And I want to wash my hands again, so I'm doing this the lazy way. Sprinkle some parsley on there. There's parsley everywhere, unfortunately. I'll have to clean that up properly. Use this to get that off. Okay, and it looks like my water is boiling. Bow ties, a classic. Oh, that's probably way too much, but oh well. Put the lid on to make it boil faster, hopefully. And there we go. Bow ties are doing well. Still gonna need some more time though. Ooh, that's hot. Whew. I drained the water into the fire, essentially. Off to the side so it didn't put it out, but there's no gray water disposal. So I don't want bears around my campsite. So we have our bow ties, which I think are mostly cooked. I didn't really check. So what's up next is adding in some parsley and some coconut cream, which I made earlier. Obviously you can use real half and half or whatever. I, again, do not partake, so coconut cream it is. Mix it up. So now it's got kind of saucy. So we're going to add in our this stuff. I don't know how much is gonna fit, but I'm gonna try and get all or most of it in. to stand up to mix this because there's a lot. Oh boy. I'm gonna cover the top with some Daya, so non-dairy cheese, so that it gets all melty. I'll put the lid back on, I think, and then I will be good to go. Hey, that fit pretty well. So, oh, that's a lot of Daya. Oh well. This is so full. Like, look at this. Check back in like 5 minutes, I think. Okay, so we've got the cast iron out, which we're going to use for the garlic bread. Let's check out our noodles. Ugh. Yeah, they're looking pretty good, I'd say. Probably take them off now, actually. Just set them to the side. I just have a cloth right here so it doesn't burn through my table. In that case, I will move this over. And then we can do the garlic bread on here. Let's take this guy first. Ready for this sizzle. Well, I didn't really sizzle. Okay, that's okay. Maybe once I flip it. Scoop some of that into our bowl. Cover this back up, and then mix it all up. Get the cheese incorporated. A garlic bread on the side, and this looks fantastic. Take a bite. Oh yeah, that's good. That garlic bread, so dang good. Just threw my last piece of wood on the fire, so I should probably go about making some s'mores before it's too late. So vegan s'mores, we have dandies, we have some new Lindt oat-based vegan chocolate. Never seen this before, so I figured I'd try it. And we have some digestives, because most graham crackers unfortunately have honey in them, and I don't eat honey, so I'm going with this instead. Okay, so we have some s'more stuff. We have the digestives. We have some dandies. I just have a wooden knife in there because I did not bring something to use, and there are no sticks anywhere. This is very clean. Whoops, definitely burnt this one, but that's okay. Take that off of there. So let's put a digestive biscuit, marshmallow, and then we have a little bit of a vegan s'more situation. It's starting to rain, and I'm also getting smoke blown right in my face, which is great, but yeah. So thoughts. Marshmallows, delicious. They're quite firm, surprisingly. I don't know if they were on the shelf and they were stale. Chocolate. Let's try another piece. Yeah, pretty milk chocolatey, I'd say. Digestive biscuit. They are extremely thick, which is weird because you get like a mouthful of cookie, less so a mouthful of like a balanced s'more, I guess. But yeah, I'd say they're pretty good. Also, I am way too full for this, which is good but also not good. So I have to start packing up all my food. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to fit this into here. I was expecting to be hungrier, so I had brought hummus. There's pita chips and stuff in there, but I need to fit, move the day up, I need to fit this. And I think we're good. think I'm done food for right now because I am extremely full. I didn't even eat the rest of those marshmallows or chocolate or anything. I'm gonna aim to go down to the beach at probably like 10, maybe 9:30, and then I'm gonna start a time lapse on the big camera. So I'm down at the beach for a Stone Lake. I'm going to get a time lapse. Well, I'm trying to. There's people out on the dock right now, but I think a time lapse of the sunset over the dock would be super, super nice. So I'm going to try for that. Yeah, and then I'm going to go back and chillax in the tent. I've got the camera set up, pretty much ready to go. So I finished off the time lapse. I'm gonna head back to the site now because the mosquitoes are so bad, and I want to go hang out in the tent. Probably gonna play some Switch. I literally just like paced around on the beach trying to stay fast enough so the mosquitoes wouldn't get me. But anyways, off to the campsite. So what the tent looks like with the Goal Zero lantern. You can barely see it, but I can see it enough that if I leave, I can get back to the campsite. Easy peasy. Anyways, it's actually starting to rain. I don't know if you can see little droplets, but I guess this will be a good test for my seam sealing anyways. Like I had said, there's a seam right here that I didn't seal, and I didn't seal the seam down the zipper on the door. But again, that's just gonna drip into the vestibule, so it should be okay. Okay, so I'm in the tent now. Yeah, I've got everything with me. I'm still on my iPhone. I need to get better at filming on the M50, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to deal with manual focus because I want to shoot in 4K. I don't want to shoot in 1080p. But yeah, it's quite comfy in here. I still don't know if I'm on an angler or not. I don't think it's that bad. I'm in a decathlon fleece on the top and then just like normal pajama bottoms on the bottom. So we will see how tonight goes. Again, it's supposed to be somewhere between 8 and 6 overnight. So the goal is to just not wake up freezing. I don't care if I have like a poor sleep or not because it's the first time sleeping outside this year. So it's going to be a little something to get used to. But I'm more worried about being cold. Always worried about being cold. That's all. So yeah, I guess I'll update if something happens or if I wake up at 2 a.m. because it's freezing. So it's about 9 a.m. right now. I didn't sleep super well. I woke up a lot, but yeah. I don't know, I need to like pack up and stuff and then do like a proper review of the pad and everything. Okay, so it's a beautiful morning out today. Very nice. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, I migrated in the night. So I woke up with my face like right against the sidewall of the tent. I was like on and off warm all night. I had issues with drafts, but when I was not feeling drafts, like when the quilt was positioned perfectly around me, things were totally fine. I think I might have to upgrade to a wider quilt. The only issue is that there's only so many synthetic quilt makers, so it might be hard. We'll see what happens. Pillow was fine. You can see it's pretty deflated. I did that on purpose. And then the pad I deflated on purpose as well. But my back is pretty sore today, so that's something. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up and then head home. Okay, so we're all packed up now, so I am going to head home. I'm gonna hit up Buffalo Loop one more time, so let's hope that there's gonna be something there, but I don't know, it's not that early, so they might already be in the backcountry looking to escape the heat. But yeah, if there's no update after this, there was no buffalo, so bye. Maybe bye, possibly bye.